Welcome back, guys, to our Pokemon Black playthrough. Now, I'm starting this video off a little bit differently than past videos. So, you'll recall in the last episode, we caught Cobalion. I never know how to say it. Cobalion, whatever, it doesn't matter. We caught the legendary Pokemon, right? The blue thing, the fight, steel type, you know, whatever. Anyway, so we did that in Mistralton Cave. Now that we have Surf, we can access this portion of Mistralton Cave that allows us to capture this Pokemon. But the other thing is that I think at some point, at least I believe I said this, either in the comments or in the actual video recording itself, that one Pokemon that I was looking to capture was Axew. And I neglected to recall that Axew is available in Mistralton Cave in the same location, even just right inside the entrance of this location within Mistralton Cave. So I wanted to go back and catch this real fast. It's got a 20% chance to appear, and it's super easy to encounter. I just have to be super careful on how I go about this because I don't want to knock it out completely. It is a solid dragon type, so I'm not using any sort of level or elemental advantage, but we are 10 levels ahead. Okay, that's about as good as I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna hit any more times with this. This is the first one that I ran into, and I wasn't even going to include this in the recording because I have some other plans for this episode, but I thought, you know what, I might as well show you guys where this is at because I think Axew is probably a community favorite, so it's best to know where it's at. Up in B. There we go. My superstitious tradition. Come on. Come on, you're not a legendary. Get in there, baby. That's what I'm talking about. There it is. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, data was added to the Pokedex. There we go. They use their tusks to crush the berries they eat. Repeated regrowth makes their tusks strong and sharp. Very cool. Okay, so I'm not going to give this one a nickname. I've got plans for that later on in this episode. Alright, so again, I'm literally right inside Mistralton Cave here. We use Surf to get to this portion to locate Virizion, Cobalion rather. But because I was using a Max Repel, I wasn't running into any wild Pokemon, so it didn't occur to me that I was ignoring actually the whole time. Again, 20% rate. I mean, I think I encountered maybe 10 Pokemon before I ran into this one, so, you know, take that as you will. You're going to run into a lot of Boldore and Woobat here, but I got Axew. That's what I wanted. We're going to move on. I'm not going to add it to my team right now, because that's not the purpose of this video, and that's also not something that I really want to put up with at this time, because I have to level them up, because everybody else on my team is 40 and above. Now, what we are going to do in this one is we are going to go and encounter another legendary, so I mentioned it mistakenly, but Cobalion is who we caught first. Now we're going to be looking to get Virizion. And that is in Pinwheel Cave. Now I have to, or Pinwheel Forest rather, excuse me. I have to remember where that's at. No, there it is. Very early on in the game. So we're going to go to Nakreen, then we're going to head in there. Now, in order to encounter Virizion, also at level 42, which again, I don't know what the significance of that is, you have to first encounter Cobalion. Cobalion, whatever, don't judge me. And after you've done that, you can go into the forest and find Virizion there. Now, I don't remember off the top of my head exactly how to navigate and get to this location, so we're just going to have to play it by ear and by literally walking through the forest here. I don't remember if you have to have any HMs. I have all the ones needed at this point to get to Virizion. I just don't know which ones are necessary here. So this is going to be sort of an exploration video, not necessarily a direct how-to, because I honestly don't remember. But I am going to use more Super Repels, or Max Repels, excuse me. There we go. Just to ignore that, there's nothing really in this forest I care to do. Now, fun fact, while Virizion is available here in black and white, it's not in this location in black and white too. I was reading about it. I thought it was interesting to point that out. So there may also be a trainer or two that we haven't encountered that I maybe skipped the last time we were here. No, it's not that guy. But I don't know where I need to go. So apparently it's in something called Rumination Field. And this is just according to Bulbapedia because they worded better than I could. It says, Rumination Field was a tiny, isolated part of the forest with no other point of interest but Virizion itself. Like Cobalion, its justified ability boosts its attack when it takes damage from a dark-type move. Weaken it with super effective moves, excluding flying-type moves due to Virizion suffering a 4 times weakness due to its type combo. Then whittle its health down with water, grass, or ground-type attacks. And he's grass and fighting, so flying-type Pokemon kick the ever-loving crap out of Virizion. Gotta be careful of these green mounds. Dang it, I don't know how to get there, so this is just gonna be us trying to figure out the path. These green mounds can include trainers in there. Oh, you know what? I forgot I should go up there. So just keep an open mind that if you ignored any of those in the past, you might encounter them again. No, we need more of that. Nope. Max Repel. I was going to say, oh my god, did I run out of Max Repels? But no, we're good. Yeah, I'm not sure where we go for this, but I got a feeling we're getting closer to where we need to be. That's not it. Can't jump this way. It's so dumb. Rumination Field, where are you, friend? I'm going the complete wrong way. I will figure it out. I just don't know where it's at. This is not the right way. No, that's to the city. Where the heck are you? I might... You know, I hate to look it up. Wait, there's an open point here. This must be the way. Nope, no thanks. I don't think there's any Pokemon of interest that I'm looking to catch. Like I said, I'm extremely picky. And Axew is one of the very few I wanted to tick off on my team that I wanted to get. Okay, where are you, Rumination Field? Somewhere close. I can feel it. Sort of. Again, don't judge me for going the wrong way. I don't actually know. Interesting. So we got this now. A silver powder. Curious. The music is super nice here too, though. Gen 5 does have excuse me, some of the best music in the series. No questions. And over there. Solar Beam. That's useful. I don't have any grass-type Pokemon on my team, though. Do I? No. No dual combos or anything. Nope, not there. Okay. Now, again, I'm trying to recap what I already talked about, but if you have not encountered Cobalion, you will not find Virizion here, so you gotta do that first. We won't be able to run into Terrakion until later. Much later, in fact. So this will be one of the last legendary encounters we have for a while. I think we're getting close. I think that might be it. Let's find out. There it is. Okay, not too hard to find. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and save it. And I'm going to review the Pokemon on my team, just so I can decide on who I want to fight, or who I want to fight with Virizion here. Now, clearly I can't use Chandelure. We've experienced that Chandelure's body will cause a burn to the enemy Pokemon, and because burn damages round over round, that could be catastrophic if we've got the Pokemon in the red and we're still trying to figure out a way to catch it. You know what I mean? Unpheasant. This is the one that I'm thinking about right now. Now, it literally said don't do this because of a 4-time damage weakness. But the thing is like, he's grass and fighting, right? So, Carcost is out. Big time. Samdial, I don't know if he does have any move that will do any major damage. So what does it say? He gets super effective against... yeah. So we want water, grass, and ground type. Trying to think here, the approach. Fighting type will kick the crap out of electric too, so I gotta be careful there. I think we'll probably use Samdial for now. Okay. Also, too, just to point out, I've said this before, and obviously I record these beforehand, so when you're watching this, it may have been already days before where I recorded this video. But I am obviously still interested in putting those who view the videos, their names as nicknames for my Pokemon, and I do have one NWO Neon. Okay, so he or she has requested that I use their name as a nickname, so I'm going to do that too. But if I'm still playing through a playthrough and there's episodes left where I can run into Pokemon and you want your name thrown on some to be immortalized on this playthrough in this channel, then just as a reminder, do that, because I'd be happy to do it. Although I will say, though, depending on what your name is, like, I don't know, if your name is like Floopy Butthole McGee, I'm probably not going to use that as a nickname. but if you do have a name that sort of fits some of the Pokemon, like for example, user Sam Ships, when I caught Sandile, it just was befitting to name it Samdile. I wanted to have a little bit of a play on the name, and I do have a plan for NWO Neon's name in this episode too, that I think will fit appropriately accordingly. So anyway, just as a reminder, there's all that. Gonna rethink my process real fast. We should have plenty of status healing items, health healing items. We should have plenty of Ultra Balls on our side as well. We do have a pretty decent team that can take hits, but the problem is I just don't want to deal too many hits back to Virizion here. I think I saved it, but because my memory is equal to that of a goldfish, I'm going to save it again, just to make sure 100%. Okay, let's go ahead and counter this thing and see how it goes. Now, as Crocodile is a dark / ground type Pokemon, I'm aware that I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, that grass type should have an advantage over that. And I don't remember, but I also think dark has a weakness against fighting. So now that I'm saying this out loud, if I am remembering correctly, I've made a terrible mistake. But either way, we're just going to have Sandile, or Samdile, excuse me, throw some hits, take some hits. If he gets knocked out, it doesn't matter. We have other Pokemon that can do the job. I just want to play it safe and see how things go. Now, we do have level disadvantage, so we're not going to do too much damage to him, but that doesn't mean Virizzion's probably going to beat me up. So let's go ahead and see how it goes. Giga Drain. How much is that going to hurt? A crap ton. Okay, this is going to go very poorly. I totally misjudged the situation, but that's okay. I want to get him into the red. I'm not interested in... I don't really care if Pokemon like Crocodile here faints. It's not a big deal to me. I've got revives as well. Oh, Retaliate's probably going to knock me out, huh? Okay, no, thank God. Okay, I can afford one more. Do Retaliate again. Don't use a grass-type move on me. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to use another Crunch. Helping Hand always fails. Okay, that should put you in the red now. Oh, come on. You're joking. Where's the math on that? How does that work? Ugh. Old man walks in, tells me a long freaking story now, huh? Going right away deep in the forest. Nope. Okay, we're going to go ahead and try that again. That's why we save it. You know, I got to say, when it's come to legendary Pokemon, in this playthrough in particular, this is the only time I think in the history of ever that I have struggled with catching legendaries first try. I don't ever knock them out. But also in my defense too, I believe I've had Pokemon that knew False Swipe, and I've also had things like Thunder Wave that can paralyze and things to sleep too. So, Rumination Field. This is a beautiful song. I would love to get this on vinyl, actually. Okay, let's try this again. Now, obviously, when I'm making my suggestions here, if I'm ever getting the type differences incorrect, throw me on blast if you want down in the comments. I suspect that you will. This is the internet after all. But also just keep in mind that there are plenty of different combinations that you can do here, and there are obviously, for better or for worse, many methods to taking down a legendary and capturing it. The general rule of thumb is, though, is that obviously have a status dealing attack that doesn't do damage, but puts it to sleep, paralyzes it, whatever. Don't poison, don't burn, don't do anything like that that does damage round over round, so don't use things like Sandstorm or whatever to kick up attacks or stuff like that. You don't want to do that. But because Pokemon these days have two types, like they're dual type, you got to be super careful in the combinations that you use against them. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and try Dig now. Oh crap, he pulled off Giga Drain again anyway. He's faster than me by a lot. I don't know how much damage this is going to do. I assume not very much. But I'm testing some things. I want to see how this goes. Very little. If I can dig again without taking a Sacred Sword, that might knock me out. Yes, use next Pokemon. Okay, we're going to go ahead and throw Zebstreak out here. Zebstreak is fast. It's a lower level. He's got a normal type move. He has electric type attacks. The electric shouldn't do too much, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to avoid Thunder, though, because that's far too powerful of an attack. I'm going to use Shockwave, though. Now, if at all possible, a Paralyze would be great here. Okay, sweet. This is going to do very little damage. good. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw Stomp out there. When is Helping Hand ever worked? Stomp again. Possibly in the red. Okay, and then, you know what? I'm curious. Do I want to risk it? I don't know if Shockwave is going to do enough damage to get you just in the red, or if it's a KO. I kind of have to think about this for a second. We're going to try. We saved it for a reason. I'm experimenting right now. Ooh, beautiful. I might even be able to hit him again. But we're in the red. That's the goal. Okay, so you know what? Zebstrika, you've done your job. I think we're okay. We've got plenty of Pokeballs. Let's go ahead and toss an Ultra out there and see how it goes. Up in B. You know how it is. It won't catch right away. That would be very surprising. You'll recall in the last episode when we were going after Cobalion how many times we knocked it out, how many times we threw balls out there, and it didn't work in our favor right away. I suspect it'll be the same here too. He's Steel and fighting. Virizion is Grass and fighting. Up in B, of course. Ah, one shake. Had me going there. Giga Drain shouldn't do too much, right? Oh, it did a lot. Okay, so I think... Oh, it's right, because it's... Dang, I forgot. It heals with HP. Okay. On the sucky suck there. We're gonna go ahead and throw... No, we're not gonna use Roman Roll. That's a bad choice. Not gonna use Water either. Not gonna use Fire. We're gonna go ahead and use the Flying type. And the reason being is because we have level or elemental advantage. Which means that we're not gonna take a lot of damage from this thing. I am going to revive Zebstrika, though, just in case I need to use it again. To whittle down a little more damage. Just a bit. Now this is annoying. Yeah, I'm going to have to, because he's going to keep sucking my health away. Yeah, so we're going to throw Zebstrika. I'm going to Hyper Potion him, throw Zebstrika out there, and then slam him with some Stomps. Oh, oops, wrong Pokemon. Oh well. Yeah. That's he's going to play on the defensive in that way. So now... Yeah, one more time and he's going to be back in the green. Yeah, let's not be stupid about this again. Let's make sure that we put on the right Pokemon, dummy. That does a lot of damage for us having a advantage there. Let's go out with Zebstrika again. I just want Paralyzed. If somehow, in some way, we can get that electricity to zap back, that would be really cool. Throw out a Shockwave or two, or 3, 4 maybe, a lot more. Okay, we should be able to do that at least 4 more times, and just keep Zebstrika in the game. Yeah, that Giga Drain is very annoying. Also, if you have a move to counter that and stop it from being able to use that attack, like Disable or one of the many other moves that stop it from being able to use that move again in the same battle, that's very helpful. Is that gonna knock me out? God, again. This is gonna be a really tough one. Alright, who do we have that we can, yeah, Roman Rolla. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and throw Caracosta out there anyway. And just keep you alive. I gotta avoid Scald, though. Surf, Ancient Power. Smackdown might not do very much, but we're gonna try. Don't knock it out. Don't knock it out. Don't. Oh, good. We'll hit this with a couple more. That's gonna do a lot just because it's a water type and a ground type. Oh my god. Sturdy, thank you. Endured the hit. I might just have to keep the Pokemon going until he runs out of power points for that. Dang, that was stupid. I didn't realize he was going to be able to... I'm not as good of a trainer as I remember. Turns out, as Gen 5 gets more complicated, I don't really know the best methods of everything like I used to. Alright, we're going to hit it with something a little more powerful this time. I'm going to throw Surf this way now that he's in the green. And I know because it's grass type, it's not that big of a deal. Wow, that didn't do as much as I thought it was going to be. Okay. I can use this as liberally as I want. Oof. Is Sturdy going to work again here? No. Virizion is a freaking nightmare. Okay, Caracosta, you suck. I can't use you anymore. I thought you would be a bit more tanky, but that didn't work. Okay, we're going to have to rebuild the team again. Alright, we're going to just have to bag it. Now, I'm aware that this is solely my fault. I have put myself in this position, and I get that. But it's just because I'm such a picky trainer that I only like using Pokemon that I like, and not the ones that are necessarily effective in battle. But I think the way that I've planned out... Nice. The way that I've planned out my elemental types, it's really working against me in this particular case. Oops, it's not going to work. How much is that going to do against a rock type? A metric crap ton. Okay. Kids, don't be like me. There's a better way to do this. Alright, let's go ahead and use a Hyper Potion on Zebstrika. Build them back up. Okay. We are going to use Thunder now. It won't do that much. Oh, annoying. But it'll do the most out of everything. Oh my god, that's nothing. Now, I made a similar comment in the last video, too. It's not common for me to have the battle itself for a legendary be something that I include in my playthroughs. If you've ever watched any of my other playthroughs from the past, you'll see that's the case. I typically don't do that. But this one I feel like is kind of necessary because I put myself in a bit of a pickle. I'm in a bind now, and I don't really have a lot of options at my disposal. Which, you know, whatever. That's fine. Let me go ahead and see what we can do. I am going to go ahead... I'm going to heal on Pheasant, and I'm going to use that to kick the crap out of Virizion. I'm done messing around. I don't think I'll knock it out with any singular attack, but we're going to do a lot of damage. And I think we should be able to withstand a couple of hits with Unpheasant, so let's see how it goes. And I wish that somehow that electric attack would paralyze a little bit. Alright, let's use Air Slash. Is that going to knock out? Nope. Perfect. Alright. Pokeballs, Ultra Ball, let's try this. Up in B. Now this is anecdotal, but in my experience, when I've ever done an attack that brings you down to the low red like that, you don't want to do it again. If he was to hypothetically fill up his HP all the way, doing it again I feel like would knock it out. I find that happens often when I'm taking on trainers, specifically gym leaders when they use a Hyper Potion. I'll do an attack, it'll bring them to the red, they'll use a Hyper Potion to like fully heal it, and that'll give me the opportunity to attack right away, and I do that and then it knocks them out. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. And I don't know how much of Giga Drain it has left. Up in B. But I do know it's not using it now, and I'm grateful for that. Let's go ahead and say this works. 1. Ah, come on, give me a little bit more. Helping Hand is nothing. Isn't that only when you have other, like, Pokemon on your team? Alright, Virizion, let's see how you work on this one. Ah, broke out again. Yeah, I wonder how much PowerPoint it's got. The AI can be dumb, but it looks like it's running out of attacks. Up and B didn't work. I didn't say it out loud, that's why. Yeah, see, this back-to-back Helping Hand must be the only attack it's got left. Up and B? No, that can't be, right? I wasn't keeping track of how many times it was attacking me with Sacred Sword and Giga Drain, but... See, that's weird. Let's see, hold on. Giga Drain. Helping Hand, Sacred Sword. What else does it know? It's gotta have a 4th attack. Come on. I'm cool with that, though. Got yourself in a bit of a pickle yourself there, Virizion. Up in B, baby. Man, it's not working. What happens after they run out of power points? What is it? It's Flail or Flounder or something like that. It uses like some sort of last attack that does a little bit of damage because it panics. Come on. 3. There it is. Virizion, baby. Awesome. Virizion State was added to the Pokedex. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Could have been much worse. This Pokemon fought humans in order to protect its friends. Legends about it continue to be passed down. 6'7". Give a nickname. We are indeed. Alright, so NWO Neon, this is for you, my bud. Let's see. We're gonna go and grab a V. I R for is. I'm looking at this like it's a QWERTY, but it's not. Let's see. N-E-O-N. There you go, bud. Special for you, too, because on one hand, this is a legendary, so be thankful for that. On the other side, I'm not going to use him. He's a grass type, though, so I might end up using him, but I'm not going to keep him in my party. I don't really like using legendaries on my team that much. Sometimes I'll make exceptions, but in this case, we'll just have to wait and see how the playthrough goes, and if I do decide to use them for some sort of situation that requires a grass-type Pokemon. But either way, that was a bit of a complicated battle, wasn't it? That didn't go very well for us for a little bit, but you know what? We'll go ahead and fly on over to the nearest Pokemon Center, heal up, buy a few more items since we've sort of exhausted a lot of our own inventory of items. Come on, get on there. We'll go back to Nakreen. And that'll wrap up this episode of Pokemon Black. Thank you guys for sticking with me as we went through a very struggling battle. I know there was more effective ways, and obviously I should have used my brain a little bit more to plan out what Pokemon we're going to take on Virizion to take the hits, deal the hits, and allow us to capture them. But either way, you know what? We got through it. We captured him. No big deal. Named him after NWO Neon. So hopefully that's pleasing to you. And we got our second legendary of the game. So we'll continue on with a brand new episode tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time right here on the Marcanine channel. We do have a lot more that we have to do. We've only got 6 badges, plenty of new places of interest that we can explore and see. Now that we have some HMs that can really help us outside of battle, we can go to other areas that we've already passed by earlier in the playthrough and revisit, but we'll worry about that next time. Before you go, do me a solid, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Any feedback, leave it in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, I hope to see you next time when we continue on with our playthrough of Pokemon Black. Alright guys, take care, be well, and I'll see you then. Later.